Hey everyone, good morning. Happy Monday, May 9th. It is daily drop-in time where the Teach Better team is live every single morning, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. We finally have Jeff Gargas back, so it feels like a normal show today. Let me tell you, we have a new theme this week that we're excited to dive into. We're in our final month of the show before our summer break, and we have a lot in store coming up this week. So go fill up your coffee and we'll be right back. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday, May 9th. Jeff Gargas, how are you?
Good morning. I'm good. I'm excited about the conference because that intro, I haven't watched that intro video for a while, and it's got a bunch of clips from the conference, and I'm sitting here going, I'm excited for the conference. I know that's not where we were supposed to go today, but that's what I got from that video. I'm good. So I'm good. I'm excited, I guess.
I think it's good to be excited about the conference. There's a lot of ways still for people to get involved in the conference, even though proposals are closed. Our Teach Better conference that you can check out all the details for, or at least as many as are public so far, over at teachbetterconference.com. Gosh, you can register, you can still sponsor, you can be a part of the podcasters row, you can
Bookstore.
Yeah, you could join the bookstore if you're an author, have a book that you want shared. Lots of ways to get involved and get active. So I'm a fan. You can be excited for the conference. I'm excited for the conference.
So I'm excited. That's how I'm doing. I'm excited, but I'm a little scared.
Scared for the conference?
No, I'm a little scared. I don't know if I remember how to daily drop in.
Yes, you have not been here for like 2 weeks. Yes.
I'm not sure I know what to do.
Well, I mean, I will tell you that many guests come live with me in the morning and they say, Ray, I'm so nervous. And I tell them that our job on the team is just make them look good. That's the goal of the show. But I just tell you, I'm not going to treat you like a guest because you should know how to do this.
It's a tough job too. You'd be biting off a little more than you could chew at that point.
I mean, most of our guests are pretty easy to make look good. They're all fabulous.
I know. I told her that I was nervous. She told me to just get over it. So
yeah, get over it. Exactly.
It is, so.
Dave's commenting this morning saying, "Hey Ray, who's that guy hitting you?"
I don't even know who he is anymore. Like Dave's just some dude I happen to see on TikTok every now and then. I haven't seen him in so long.
I like Dr. Dave. We'll have a meeting with him later this morning, so you can see him. I'll be happy to introduce you.
That's good. You can introduce us. Thank you. That'd be great.
Good morning to Holly. We also have Wiki with us. So fun. Wiki, so good to see you. Gosh, it's be a good morning getting everybody started. I can't believe it's Monday. Like, I feel like last week was the strangest week. And then I have a feeling, and I'm not trying to speak this into existence for anybody who doesn't want this, but I have a feeling this week is going to be one that just like goes super fast. Like there's a lot going on. I was already looking at my week. It's really, really full. And I just have a feeling that this week's going to like fly by, maybe in a not so good way, but fly by. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, you thinking like fly by, but not necessarily in a good way. Like just.
Like I think it's going to be.
Not like a because you're having fun thing, but like you run out of time every day thing.
I mean, I think that this week will be enjoyable. Of course, there's so many things to get out of a great week in May, but I have a feeling that it's just going to be busy. And then all of a sudden you're going to look around and be like, where did this week go? It went so quick.
Suddenly it's Friday. Yeah. And you're like, I checked off one thing on my list. Yeah. I feel you.
So many educators are on the last few weeks of school. Yep. This is where some schools I know are wrapping up testing. Some schools are wrapping up like units because the end of the year season is coming. And that takes kind of like some time to transition into and out of. I just think it's going to be kind of a whirlwind. I know a lot of educators are changing roles at the end of the year. And so like, this is kind of the time where you might consider packing up your classroom or starting that process. I think it's gonna be a quick week. I'm just saying.
I'm thinking about, I think this week might be the week that I pack up my things here. I'm gonna pack up the office and just collect my belongings in my little box.
I don't think
head on out.
Do that. It's not my recommendation.
I think I'm done.
You know, Jeff, respectfully, you already took 2 weeks off of daily dropping. You can't be done. We have work to do, buddy.
That's true. That's good. We only got a couple weeks left of daily drop, and then we take a break. What's that world going to be like?
Yeah, friends, we are going to wrap up our show and take a summer break. Our last show will be June 3rd, which is a Friday. So we have like 3 weeks until...
I mean, we've been doing this every day for 9 months, almost 10 months.
We've been doing this every day since August 2nd, Monday through Friday.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, we even did it on Christmas Eve. We did it on New Year's Eve. I mean, was it, maybe it was the day before? I think it was New Year's Eve that we did the show. We've had some crazy days. I will say, I want to go back and count how many episodes we did this year. How many, I know this is a dumb question for those of you that like understand numbers and calendars, but like how many Monday through Fridays were there between August 2nd and June 3rd? And then you can't count. We took, I don't know why, but we did take 2 days off
yeah, somewhere in December, didn't we?
Thanksgiving, I think.
Thanksgiving. Somewhere we took some days off, yeah. There's you can go to, if you go to our YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/teachbetterteam, there's a playlist.
And the playlist will tell you how many.
I think the playlist tells how many videos are in the list.
Is it bad that I like wouldn't trust the playlist? I'm like, yeah, but what if we missed a day? I don't want to like miss it.
Well, then you have to talk to who is that? Whoever's responsible for that, you have to talk to them.
Rachel and Michelle, yeah.
You have to gauge their confidence in how well they've done.
I just feel like it's possible there was a week or two where there was a transition and we missed it. I just think if somebody could find the time, because you know it's only Monday morning, guys. We have all the time in the world. If you could just go through and count how many days, that'd be great. Let me know.
That would be great. Yes. Okay. I see several hands going up volunteering for that job, so we'll be looking for that soon.
Maybe they could win something. We did just give away 22 gifts for 2022 for teacher appreciation. Maybe this is another way to win something.
Was that one of the gifts? Did we give that away as like that? Your gift is that you have to count up the Monday through Fridays?
No, it was more so that like if they did, maybe we could give them a gift.
Oh, I gotcha. I thought the act of doing something nice was going to be the gift, the opportunity.
No.
Yeah. It's too bad. We gave away a lot of stuff.
We did.
Gift cards, life-size Jenga sets.
Just so you guys know, though, we have not notified our winners. So if you have not won something, don't. That
doesn't mean you won't win things.
That doesn't mean you won't win. We have not released the winners yet.
I will note that we had more entries into that than I think we've had into anything we've ever done.
I totally agree. It was
so like there was a lot, which is great. So
be good. So it was just Mother's Day. Thank you to those of you in the comments. It's great to see you. We hope you all had a wonderful weekend, a wonderful Mother's Day. I know that you mentioned, Jeff, kind of like we have this week, and then I know that we are taking a break from the show on the 3rd. Also, just as a reminder for you, because I know that you're, getting back in the swing of things this week. I also won't be here for the next few weeks. So you're going to miss me.
Whoa, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that means I have to do a bunch more of these, don't I?
I actually think it means that you get to like sit back and relax and not worry because someone better will be taking over the show.
I think I get to come. I think I get to host several of these while you're gone.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I think you are going to.
I think so. So you're going away for a couple weeks.
I am. I'll be gone like literally 14 days, which is a long time. And I'm very.
And you are going to.
I'm going.
Are we telling people or no?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to Scotland for my sister's graduation. And
as a doctor, a veterinarian.
As a doctor, I know. I feel like you have to curtsy to her now. I asked her. I was like, when I like approach you, do I have to bow? Like, what's the rule? Do you
bow to doctors? Is that something you do?
You know, when my sister, my baby sister, when my young sister becomes a doctor, I think you bow.
Yeah. When my eldest brother became a doctor, my other brother and I just agreed that we're never calling him doctor.
Oh, I
kind of the opposite of a curtsy, if you.
Yeah, I'm going the other way. I'm exclusively calling her doctor. Like, we're going to be walking around and be like, hey, doctor. And she'll be like, stop that.
I do call him doctor, though. I broke that curse. But That's pretty cool. That's awesome. And then you're going to Scotland, and then you're bouncing around a little bit out those ways over the pond.
We are, yeah.
That's not the pond, is it? Is that what they call the pond over the Atlantic? Is that a thing?
Because we'll be over there. We're doing a week in Scotland and a week in Italy. And then we come back. I come back to Chicago and, back to work after the trip. And they go from Italy back to Scotland where they live. They have like 3 days, maybe less than that. I think they have 2 days to pack up their life. And they're moving to San Diego.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It'd be crazy.
Now, you've been over there before.
I have. This is my second trip to Scotland.
Okay.
Yes, because I went once while she was living out there.
Yeah.
And Adam in the comments is saying he's so jealous. It's his dream to go to Ireland, Scotland. Adam, you should just come with us. Come join.
It sounds like they might need some help packing some boxes and stuff, dude. Like you could probably find your way there by volunteering a day of that or something.
Adam, if you can make it there, we will include you in all of the festivities. There's a graduation.
Something tells me Adam's got a busy summer ahead of him.
A busy summer. He not only that, but he also said in the comments he was, and wrapping up his time. He's got just a few weeks left of school. He might be packing up his classroom too. So
yeah, because he's got a
big new role.
He's got stuff to do.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. So it's going to be kind of a crazy next 3 weeks of the daily,
which is fun though. I think that's fun. I think why shouldn't we have a crazy few weeks? Teachers have had a crazy few years.
That's true.
And by that I mean like your entire career, but the last 3 a little extra. So
Jeff, here's my question for you. Honest question here. June 6th will be a Monday, the first Monday once we've wrapped up the show.
Mm-hmm.
Can I still call you at 6 a.m. my time, and can we just chat on the phone for an hour since we went up the show?
That's fine. We can do that. I actually have the 5th on the Sunday is a Chad and I are running a race together. So if you call me on the 5th or 6th, I'll be able to tell you how it went.
That would be great.
It'll be like we're on Daily Dropping, but it'll just be you and me.
And then what about the 7th? Can I call you on the 7th and have an hour?
No, because I'm not normally with you on Tuesdays, so no, that's not.
So you have to call random people at 6 a.m. Be like, "Hey, morning. Have you had your coffee yet?"
So you're gonna FaceTime me every day that week and just basically do Daily Dropping, but like just to that's weird. I'm cool with it. Like if that's
who else am I going to talk to early in the morning when the Daily Drop-ins on their summer break?
Your dogs.
Oh, that doesn't make me sound.
You could still go live. We're just not planned to go live. Like there's no reason why you can't go live. Ooh, that's what we should do. We should do like just some random daily drop-ins throughout the summer, like not planned at all. We'll just like you happen to be a day where I managed to get up early enough to work out, and you'll be up because you'll probably never be able to stop waking up at this time. Yeah. And you're like, hey, you want it? Yeah, let's do daily drop-in, and that's what will give things away. But you have to be with us live, so you got to be paying attention.
This sounds.
I got plans, Ray.
You've now made this stressful.
You just committed to something.
I'm really busy this summer. I'm working with a ton of school districts and I'm traveling all over for PD. So
fortunately for all of us, I know when you are or are not working with school districts, so I can plan it accordingly.
Is it bad to put things on your calendar that aren't on your calendar? People can see your calendar and think that you're busy.
Ray suddenly got all day workshops every single day from June to August.
I am happy though. Like I was going through my summer calendar yesterday because I'm kind of a planner. Like literally a comment that I said yesterday was, okay, well the summer's over because I essentially have all my days planned. But I was looking, I think I'm in a school at least once a week.
Are you really for
all summer?
No
and when I say school, I don't mean like, I know schools aren't in session, but we're working like
we're working with
teachers in school districts. I'm at least, I know Chad and Dave have a 3 times busier schedule than I do doing that work. So if I'm in schools every week, they're all over the place.
That's always been one of the things that gets me with this role when people who are not in connected to education like we are will ask me about it. And they're like, and when I work with school districts and teachers, like, oh, that must be nice. Like you don't do a whole lot during the summer. I'm like, actually, we do a lot of work during the summer. I said, because teachers are doing a lot of work during the summer. So, we're proof that teachers don't just take the summer off because we're very busy during the summer usually because a lot of times it's a day or two after their last day, quote unquote, and then we spend 2 days with them working on stuff.
Right. Which is, wonderful that they're, being paid extra to learn.
But I think it's just, people just don't realize that. It's like, oh, you're done with the students. I'm like, yeah, but then they put in a whole bunch of extra work. So they'll also come back a lot earlier too. Like people don't realize that when you're outside of this world.
So I'm going to document our moment of gratitude in our Happy Feet app because I want to be grateful that we get to be in schools all summer. But can you do me a favor? This feels like a good opportunity. Can we talk about some of the work we're doing in Ohio specifically? It's taking up a lot of our summer.
Yeah.
But do you mind? Because I know we post on social media. There's been emails that have been sent out. But can we talk on that project a little bit? It was a really cool thing that we're doing.
Yeah. So obviously we do a decent bit of work in Ohio altogether. Obviously that's kind of where we started things and stuff, but we do work all around the country. But then something really cool in Ohio that's happened this year, and it actually the process started back in early fall. But there are 16 ESCs. So in Ohio, we have something called Education Service Centers, ESCs. They're county level support teams. There's similar things throughout different states. Illinois has got ROEs, and I know other ones, but I can't remember what they're called right now. Anyway, there's 16 of them that came together to work together and work with us to they wrote a very large grant with a Ohio-based grant foundation. Yeah, grant foundations we go called Remote edX, and wrote a grant and got accepted to do work with us over the next 2 years. And it's a lot of work. So it's all around the state, which is really great. So 16 of them from like every part of Ohio, which they all support anywhere from 5 to 25 or so different school districts, depending on their counties and their areas and stuff. So lots and lots and lots and lots of school districts and kids and teachers and students. And we're doing a whole bunch of work with them. So we're doing strategic planning with all of the ESCs to figure out how we're going to work over the next couple of years together to support their teachers. And then we're doing a whole bunch of different trainings all throughout the state connected to that. And then a lot of follow-up coaching, support days, reporting, data collection, all the whole fun stuff. It's a really nice project, really cool project. It's titled Teach Better Ohio, which is really fun. And it is a lot of work. We're already into it. So there's been a lot of work going on for the last month, give or take, or so. Getting ready, and then a lot of the training work, a lot of the workshops, a lot of the multiple days stuff are going to happen throughout the summer, and then a whole lot of support and continued work throughout the next school year or so. So it's exciting. I think it's going to cause, hopefully it means, I think are you coming to Ohio a couple times for that? You should be. Dave is.
I have no idea what my schedule is, but I want to highlight, you're talking about, 16 ESCs coming together in the state of Ohio. You kind of went really quick through this, but 16 ESCs, each ESC supports 5 to 25 school districts. Yes. And so we're literally taking over, a third of Ohio, if not more.
Yeah. I think it's a little more than that. Yeah. I had the numbers. I don't have the numbers, the number of districts that it is, but it's a lot. So it's really cool. The opportunity we have to increase our impact in this state specifically is huge and really, really exciting. So, and it's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's awesome.
So if any of you are listening and you're in Ohio, if you want to know if we are working with your school district, feel free to ask your leadership teams. You can reach out to your own ESC, or of course you can direct message us and we can figure out if we're going to be in your area so we can see you and hopefully work with you a little bit this summer into next year and so on. But if you are in a different state other than Ohio, this program that we've kind of put together can be duplicated in so many other states. Yep. It just takes, somebody asking the right question. So you can head over to teachbetter.com/grants to learn about the program, learn about who we're working with, and learn about how we can duplicate this in your state. So I want to see us do this kind of all over. I think this is a good opportunity. And because it's grant funded, we kind of took so much of the stress off of school districts and funding being the hurdle that they're overcoming. And instead we just get to go in and hang out with teachers, which is my style. Yeah. So head over to that website or reach out to us to learn more. We'd love to see how we can duplicate this.
That's something you just touched on that I want to mention. I think a lot of people don't necessarily, we do a lot of work where we help districts, or in this case, ESCs, we help with the process of getting that grant funding so that it's less stress, because that can be a lot of work.
Yeah. Who has time to write grants these days?
Well, it's crazy because I think a lot of people just don't, because they have so many other things on their plate that it's tough to do that and put all those things together and stuff. So we do our best to try and help with that. So, stepping back for a second, Holly said we should just do our June 6th chat live. So it'll be like one of these things where hey, This is our first Monday with no daily dropping, but we're gonna go live.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna do it like an hour later. We won't brand it daily dropping.
Nope.
It'll be like the Jeff and Ray show, and everybody like, oh, there's a new show.
Nope. I'm cutting him off, people. We're getting into good news. Jeff, I heard a rumor that you like good news and holidays.
I do.
Yeah?
I do. I'm excited about the holidays too, because
So
it's been a while since I've been on here for holidays.
I know. I have a lot of questions for you because we have some epic holidays and a really epic good news story.
Ooh, okay.
So first and foremost, this might be my favorite holiday that I've ever been able to celebrate on the Daily Drop-In Morning Show. I know that says a lot. We've been live every day, Monday through Friday, since August 2nd. There has been some great days we've been able to highlight. Jeffrey, it is Alphabet Magnet Day. How good is
like
that?
The magnets like you put on the fridge and stuff with the
the alphabet magnets you put on the fridge. It is the day to celebrate alphabet magnets.
Wow.
I know.
There's a day for pretty much everything, huh? That's pretty cool. I was just gonna ask you. I'm like, we don't. I'm like, well, apparently I should.
You totally should. You have kids. I don't have kids. Why would I have alphabet magnets? I used to be honest. I used to have alphabet magnets when I had kids in my home frequently because that was super fun, but not right now.
Yeah, we don't believe in our kids learning the alphabet, so we don't do that in our home.
Friends, I want to hear in the comments. Put an emoji in the comments if you're listening and you have alphabet magnets. I just
have to buy some.
Yeah, you should
because I know.
Maybe they'll be on sale somewhere. You can walk around and be like, "Hey, I'm going to pick these up. Do you have any discounts?" And be like, "Why?"
Well, it's probably the opposite. When all the millions of people who watch this every morning see this, they're going to go overload Amazon. And they're going to sell out. There's going to be none left.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's also National Butterscotch Brownie Day. Is that a thing?
Butterscotch brownie. Ooh, interesting.
What makes it? Is butterscotch flavor and chocolate?
Yeah, you might. I think I'm wondering if you do your brownies and you put like butterscotch chips instead of like sometimes you get brownies where you put chocolate chips in them too, or like a chocolate fudge. Maybe it's a butterscotch fudge or something. Is that a thing?
I'm not a fan. I'm just saying the picture looks.
I
don't know. Go eat a butterscotch brownie if you have access to one. This one should not be a holiday because when I read it, I thought it was like very serious. And the longer I looked at it, I'm like, I think this is a joke. Are you ready for this one? It's National Lost Sock Memorial Day as we honor all the socks that are no longer with us. And then it ends with, where did they go? ?
I have a feeling they're either under or in my couch because my kids take their socks off all the time and wear like 4 pairs throughout the day because we're like, hey, you need socks for this or that. And then they take them off. And usually it's only one that we find. And then we'll find the other one like 3 months later. Mm-hmm. So we're going to start having memorials on today, the 9th.
It's also National Moscato Day, National Sleepover Day, National Women's Checkup Day for those of you that need a reminder to go get your checkup. There's a lot to celebrate today. I still think the alphabet magnets are the way to go.
And if you're like Lori and you don't like the alphabet magnets because they're everywhere, it's Moscato Day, so you can calm down.
Drink while you're looking for magnets. I think that's good. Yeah, I used to have a cat, and my cat.
What?
I used to have a kitty cat.
You had a cat?
Yeah, his name was Old Man Joe. Yep.
Have you had a cat since I've known you?
I don't think so.
You've always had dogs.
Yeah, so when Joe passed away, I got Alfred. So I had Joe, and then I got Harvey, which is my dog. And then when Joe passed,
I think you had both the dogs when I've met you, so I don't think I ever knew you with a cat.
Okay, so
this is news.
I will tell you though, Jeff, that math doesn't add up because Alfred's only 4 years old and we've been friends for over 5 years. So
we've worked together for 5 years. Mm-hmm. I don't know that we've been friends for more than 4 to 5 months or so.
Exactly.
It was somewhere around November. I think we made that agreement.
You
did. So you did have the cat. I just didn't.
But I think there was like 8 or 8 months or 9 months where it was just Harvey. Like Joe had passed away and I didn't get Alfred yet. So maybe we.
Well, I think it was a while before like we would have gotten to really know each other's personal lives.
Yeah.
Working together and stuff.
Anyway, the reason I'm talking about Old Man Joe, who, by the way, great cat. Shout out.
Sounds like a great cat.
He was. I adopted.
Love that name.
I adopted him from a no-kill shelter. He was at the no-kill shelter for 8 years before I got him. He was
an older cat when you got him.
Yes, and he was adopted and returned.
Old Man Joe makes sense. Duh, Jeff.
Yeah, adopted and returned 4 times before I got him. And I asked the vet that was there, I'm like, why does he keep being returned? Like, he had no teeth also. He was like a funny looking cat. And the vet looked at me like so serious, a wonderful woman, and just says, I don't think people like ugly cats. I'm like, I don't think he's ugly. He's cute.
Well, that's nice.
He was so nice. Anywho, the reason I'm bringing this up is because every time we had alphabet letters on the fridge, Joe would always take the J. I never had a J on my fridge because every time, for whatever reason, we always.
Did he know?
I don't know. Maybe he knew his alphabet.
What did he do with it?
I don't know. I'm telling you, like,
he put it on his bowl. Like,
yeah, I think
like cat.
I must have lost like 2 or 3 J's in that house, and I'm pretty sure if I ever moved the fridge, maybe they would all be under there. I don't know, but I never had a J on the fridge. He always take it. I don't know that he knew he was taking the J.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's funny.
I'm like, it almost doesn't sound real, which is why it's so funny. It's because like it's not likely that he knew that J was his name.
No.
And I'm like, was one of your friends sneaking it and like taking it, so you keep thinking the cat's taking it, and they thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. Shout out to Old Man Joe. Good years.
Old Man Joe, we're thinking about you today, buddy.
Yeah, love Old Man Joe. All right, so I have a good news story, and we're totally off base. Are you ready for this?
That sounded like a good news story, but okay, go ahead.
It's a pretty good news story. So. Joe would be ancient if he was still with us because but good Joe. Anybody have cats? We have a lot of community members in our family. I mean, I know that. You have Mittens, who I love. You have a great cat.
Michelle's got like 30.
Yeah.
She's a cat lady. She has a family and everything, but she's also a cat lady. Mm-hmm. That's what she wants to do with her life, is be a cat lady.
There are a lot of cats on our team, but also in our network. I know people have cats. Let us know if you have a cat.
Yes.
In the comments. Okay, this good news story doesn't really have anything to do with cats. However, I will say that you might like foil your cat or buy more cats if you are part of this good news story. Is that fair?
Sure.
Shout out to Elijah, who has a cat. That's so cute. Love it. Here's my question for all of you in the comments, or Jeff, I do want to know your opinion. If I handed you a check, just a check, right? For $145 million, what would you do with it?
I would probably be super suspicious.
Oh, of me giving you? Yeah, you should. If I hand you a check with that much money, you should
most likely put it off to the side because it's not real.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, an Irish woman just won the lottery. She won $145 million. And obviously she was, very, very excited and eager to celebrate her and her husband when they realized that they had won the lottery. However, she's given the majority of it away. And this article is essentially criticizing, but in a positive way, making fun of the fact that she won all of this money and she is just giving it away like crazy to charity organizations, to family, to friends. She even donated to the news company that interviewed her, just sharing her appreciation. Her reason is that she's just loves giving away money. She says it makes her so happy to be able to make others happy. And she is laughing at the fact that even though she won $145 million, she'll only be using a very small percentage of that for herself. Which is
good for her.
I know.
Wow.
I'm saying cool. $145 million, that's a lot of...
Like, you could keep $1 million and still give away, like, that's still pretty cool.
Well, it's a lot of cat treats. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, or if like you could keep 2, put away a nice little retirement nest egg, and then a couple million,
make sure the kids are taken care of. Even if you kept 3, it's still not even close.
Honestly, even if you kept 45 million, you're still giving away 100. So like, it's still pretty nice.
So when we win the lottery,
okay, are we playing the lottery? Is that something you do?
Do you have to buy a lottery ticket to win the lottery? Because then I'm not winning.
Yes. I love that Elijah, like, he's like, I don't even care if you guys are going to ask it. I'm going to tell you, here's what I do. Oh, you did ask it. You did specifically ask that. I wasn't paying attention. Remodeling the house. Yeah. You have to buy a lottery ticket or do something of some sort of entry into the system. Yes.
You know what? I know that you have to buy a lottery ticket. I really would appreciate, and I know this is a long shot, so hear me out, friends. I really would just appreciate someone handing me a lot of money. Like, is that really impractical? I'm just saying, like, I know I have to buy a lottery ticket, but can someone just like cut me a check? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Cut you a check every month.
That's true, actually. That's true.
We'll line through a lot, but like it's.
Yeah, I just would really. I think that
we'd really appreciate if someone just gave you a couple $100 million.
You wouldn't it be great if someone
or even like 30. Like, you're not greedy. 10 million.
Okay, I would even let's go 5.
5. Like, that's really nice of you. Yeah. You're such a good person.
You know what? I'll make you a deal, and I know this is recorded live. You know, this is a big deal. If someone writes me a check for $5 million, I'll even give half of it away. Yeah.
Half of it away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. Anyone wants to write me a check. Or I just need some like really wealthy friends. Like maybe that's what I'm missing in life. Jeff, I wish you were a millionaire so we could be friends and then I would be friends with a millionaire.
Just to be clear, in case anybody's wondering, I'm currently in my office that is in my basement. Not a millionaire.
Bummer. Well, maybe someday.
There's a hole in the ceiling back here that you can't see. Not a millionaire, Ray. Not going to happen today, my friend.
The funny part is that's true because I've been.
It is true.
And there is a hole over there.
Yeah, in this plant.
Friends.
Not real, Ray. It's not real. It's fake.
It's fake.
Yeah. Because I'm in the basement, so it wouldn't grow. No sunlight down here.
Friends, I really hope somebody today or this week, we won't even get too specific. I hope somebody hands you $5 million. We'll be right back for a really thrilling next segment of the Daily Drop.
Welcome back to Daily Drop, and we are giving away $5 million today. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. Wait. Sorry, we're waiting for someone to give Ray $5 million today. But we are live on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and YouTube and LinkedIn. And if there's other social media platforms that we could be live on, we're probably there as well.
Can we stop? I'm sorry. Lori's comment.
What does she say?
She says, this is a sign of adulthood, being responsible with money and not spending it on something stupid like a monkey. Who is buying a monkey?
Lori, I'm going to have to strongly disagree with the idea that buying a monkey is stupid. I disagree. I think that would be a great purchase, especially if you could train that monkey to get you coffee. Like, that's the team we've talked about, Ray, that we don't have, that you and Brad need is a monkey.
I'm just saying, if I was writing
a butler suit
at 7:30 Eastern in the morning, something stupid like, there's so many other things I would put in there, like something stupid like a sports car, something stupid like nacho cheese.
That tells me that Lori and her husband, which by the way, your family's beautiful, like that Lori and her husband have had conversations where he's like, no, we cannot buy a monkey. And she's like, come on. Like, and so now she's like telling herself, Lori, if you wanted $5 million, you don't buy a monkey.
Man,
I think you buy a monkey.
No, I would not buy a monkey.
And use a little bit more. Can't you imagine you're sitting there, Alfred and Harvey just chilling out, and you're like, oh, I'm out of coffee. And like your monkey comes in with like a suit, like a tux on, with a little tray with coffee on it, maybe a monocle.
What if
top hat?
What if I got somebody who could like help me organize my life and also so happen to get coffee for me?
Penguins are very organized. And they lead by example.
All right, I just want to give a shout out to
Ray. If you were cold, they do that thing where they put you on their feet and stuff like they do with the eggs. Like they could do that, and you'd be like, oh, like you're wearing a penguin as a coat. You'd be so warm. You'd never be cold again.
Okay, I was being critical.
You'd be so cozy, and you can you imagine a nap on a penguin's feet?
Okay, Lori, you need to drink more coffee. Jeff, you need to like leave the show.
And then imagine a world where then it gets happy feet.
No.
And it does the tap dance stuff, and it sings, and it serenades you every night. And you want organization?
I just want to make a formal apology for Lori's comment. Lori, this is your fault. Congratulations.
I got all kinds of ideas going in my head. Thank you, Lori. This is going to be a good day.
I'm going to buy a sports car, I think.
I'm going to message Ray 38 times today with ideas of what her Penguin could do to make her life better.
I'm going to buy an electric car and...
Yeah, your Penguin could drive it.
No.
Get a Tesla.
No more animals.
Chauffeur.
I am dogged out. I have 2 dogs, no more animals.
Which is why you should get a penguin, because you have too many dogs. You don't have enough. You're like -1 penguin right now. Just saying.
Guys, we're going to end the show early. I really appreciate you all being here. Have a wonderful Monday.
I don't remember how we got to penguin. We were talking about monkeys. Now we're on penguins.
Oh, no one knows how we got there, Jeff. It was a you problem.
I just like Elijah reminding us that penguins are always wearing tuxedos. So,
who needs tuxedos? My dogs are black and white. They're always wearing tuxedos.
Yeah. So now, if you can teach them how to wait on you, it'd be like having a butler in a tuxedo.
Why don't I just get a butler? Why do I need a penguin?
Because theoretically, your penguin's less expensive. The initial purchase might be more because I think there's some licensing you have to do and stuff. But you don't have to Just saying. And it's a penguin.
Hey guys, did I mention my sister's almost a doctor? That's my good news story.
By the way, she could take care of the penguin. They have penguins in Scotland, don't they?
I don't know how to transition out of this. Is there a theme this week? Is our theme how to spend $5 million?
There is a theme this week.
What's our theme this week?
The theme this week is 5 reasons not to invite Jeff back to Daily Drop-In.
Oh, that's going to be...
Reason number 1.
We don't need
He doesn't give you $5 million. Mm-hmm. Reason number 2, penguins. Reason number 3, Jeff plus Lori plus no sleep equals penguin crazy monkey talk.
Well, let's not pretend that Elijah's not a part of this. Elijah and Lori,
no.
You're fired.
Elijah's just dropping straight up knowledge in the comments about penguins wearing tuxedos all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go back and watch this because I want to figure out how I got I think I accidentally said penguin one time instead of monkey, and that's how we got here. Or
No. It was because you were talking about being warm.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, anyway, as I was saying, when it comes to professional development,
Oh my God. Hey, can I just say, by the way, if I had $5 million, I would buy a Teach Better vacation home that you could all vacation at because you're part of the Teach Better family. Like we'd buy a Teach Better resort.
That's really cool.
So you'd bring your family and you could relax because you're a member of the Teach Better community.
Clarifying question.
What?
In this resort,
it's warm, a warm weather resort.
Okay, so like a monkey could be at the resort, but penguin maybe not so much.
No animals allowed except for the doodles in my house.
All right, so trying to bring us back here, I want to publicly apologize to all of you. Ray sometimes has a hard time keeping things on track. She tends to just say whatever on her mind, and we go down weird things. Anyway, the theme you did mention, because we have a theme every week. The theme this week is professional development. It's about finding your approach. I brought us back. Why are you shaking your head?
I think this is the best PD you can have on a Monday morning. Because, we didn't just talk about how we're working with half the state of Ohio to educate educators. Now we've been talking about penguins and monkeys for the last 15 minutes. No one's going to hire us now.
To be fair, don't typically send me out to do the work. So, I'm back here trying to figure out how we can get enough money to get some penguins up in there. So I was trying to bring us back to the theme because the theme is about professional development this week. It's about figuring out what the best approach is when we're talking about professional development, continuing learning, and trying to be better every day.
I'm very excited about that because I know we focus a lot working with administrators on planning professional development at the beginning of the year, right? Like how are you kicking off the school year, get everybody amped and ready and focusing on the pillars of the year. I'm really excited that this year we're focusing on finding the perfect approach for PD, which might be designing your perfect 3-year strategic plan, or could be like, hey friends, there's typically some institute days at the end of the year. How are you using them? I think there's going to be some good content.
Yeah, and there's a lot of I the way you said it, because I was thinking through, like, we do it's a lot of plans for the beginning of the year, but we do a lot of work right at the end of the year too, obviously, because like you said, there's institute days there. But like, depending on, we see that depending on the school district, the leadership team, the admin team, the teachers, what they prefer. Sometimes when you're planning for something for the beginning of the year, we start that work right at the end of the year. Right. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we wait and start at the start of the year. So I'm curious in the comments, if you were to get awesome professional development, and like to start to take into next year to improve just whatever, imagine what that is. Do you prefer to get that at the end of the year so you have the summer to kind of think through it and tinker with it and put pieces together? Or do you prefer no, I don't want to do anything. I want to take some time and relax and then come back strong in August? I'm curious.
Personally, I like a middle of what you just shared, because personally, as an educator,
so sometime in July.
No. I like at the end of the year, when if there's something coming, it's previewed for me. I want to expose the information. I want to be able to ask questions. I want to be able to understand why we're going in this direction, the big picture, where we're headed. And I want some information on how it's going to blend in to the things I'm currently doing. Then I kind of want to sit on it all summer.
So not as heavy, not into the actual heavy work part, just so you know
enough to understand where we're going, enough to understand that if I wanted to look into it this summer, I could Google some things or maybe reach out to some resources, depending on. And then at the beginning of the year, I want to dive in with support. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
I love that you say that, and I think a lot of people will probably agree with that. I think a really big point of that I want to pull out of that as well is the fact that if you are someone who has anything to do with the planning of, the execution of, the rolling out of any type of initiative, big, small, or in between, what Ray was just talking about, the idea of making sure that everyone involved knows that it's coming, why it's coming, how it fits with what you're already doing, how it's going to either support pieces or replace things or potentially disrupt things, whatever it might be. Showing that, especially right at the end of the year, of hey, everything's fresh. You know how this year went. Here's the things we're doing, and this how it supports what we were trying to do, or that gap we found, or that struggle we had, or whatever, so that you can get some. Because then, if you get the feedback of well, we have a lot of concerns, and here's why. Now you got somewhere to work on it as an admin team too, as well. So I like that approach as well.
I also just anytime there's something new, educators have to make decisions so quickly in the classroom. That I like having the freedom of being able to chew on an idea and slowly look into it. Diving into training can be really valuable, but being able to listen to a podcast on the topic or listen to a blog first as I'm trying to figure out not only the idea, but how I fit in with the idea is something that I really appreciate over the summer. Because over the summer, I hope for many of you is some time for relaxation, sometimes for family, some time to sit by the pool and enjoy the sun. I think that there's some opportunities here while you're relaxing to process through some challenging concepts so that when you come back, you're hitting the ground running. I love that. Yeah. So this week, we're getting into our suggestions for how to structure professional development, whether it be our suggestions because this is how our team does it, right? When we work with school districts, or just general ideas from educators around the world that are able to share how they've taken an approach with PD. So I think it's going to be a good week of discussion.
Can we look into? Can we talk about who's coming on? Because I did not look this week, so I don't know. I do not know who's coming. Let's do that. Yeah,
it's some good people. We'll be right back. As we are wrapping up our show here for the Daily Drop-In on Monday, May 9th, we have some exciting guests coming this week that we do not want you to miss. If you are on our email list, then you will be getting an email from us right to your inbox that has the full lineup of who's on the Daily Drop-In this morning. But we like to talk about it here to add some context. But what I like about that email, Jeff, is that you can directly connect to their social media. So you can follow them on Twitter, follow them on Instagram, to not only connect with them here, but stay connected, which is really the point.
Yes.
So, spoiler alert, this morning it was you and me. I'm sure you knew that.
It's good. Well, honestly, with the way it went, there could be some confusion about what was going on. So that was probably good to clarify.
Totally true. Tomorrow, we have Chase Milky joining us. I'm excited to introduce Chase to our community because I'm not sure that people are familiar with the work that Chase is doing. I think it'll be a great opportunity to talk shop with a new educator.
Yeah, I don't think I know Chase, so that's exciting.
Also, just so all of you know, because I know you're planning your week, tomorrow is my mother's 59th birthday. So
really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I need to get her something.
Yeah, I mean, like a great gift because it's gonna be an epic birthday for her. On Wednesday, we have our friend Brian Zwemke joining us. Dr. Brian Zwemke also is the lead, a mentor in our mastermind community, our admin mastermind. So he is going to be joining us on Wednesday morning, and he's somebody that's always been fun to talk shop
yes.
with. Professional
always has good thoughts. That's cool. Yeah, he's a good friend.
So for those of you who are not familiar with Brian, you'll get introduced to him on Wednesday. Otherwise, that'll be a good familiar face. On Thursday, we have Angie joining us, Angie Andrews, and she has been a really exciting person for me. I'm really excited to interview her. She is good friends with a member of our team, Katie Miglin. Shout out to Katie Miglin. And Angie loves to be able to work with teachers on a variety of different topics, but she has a very specialty that I'm excited to bring to the show on Thursday. So we'll kind of preview that. Make sure you join us Thursday to talk about Angie's work.
Is Angie in Illinois? Is she in Illinois? Is that how, or is it?
I believe so. Okay. I believe she's in Illinois. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Last but not least, on Friday, we have the one and only Brad Hughes joining the show.
That's a good week.
And then it's you and me live again on Monday. And then that's my last show for 2 weeks.
That really is. Wow. And on Wednesday for Brain Break, we've got our good friend, Ryan Scott.
No, I love Ryan Scott.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Nice. So we're going to have some, and I haven't been on Brain Break in a couple weeks either. So I get to see Dave. I'm hoping he recognizes me. And it's going to be a good time. Yeah. It's a good week. A good week lined up. I think it is now. After going through all that, and I'm looking at some of them, like, I think you're right. This is going to go. It's going to be Friday, really quick.
Really, really quick. Yeah. And then I don't know if you know this, Jeff, because I just want to add some stress to your life before we wrap up our show. On Saturday, we have a meeting with our Teach Better Conference committee proposal leads, and we will be like looking through all the proposals that were submitted with our committee recommendations of who will be speaking at the Teach Better Conference.
That's pretty cool. You know what I'm also doing on Saturday?
What?
I'm going, and a bunch of my family's coming into town to celebrate my grandmother's 90th birthday party.
No.
90. Wow. Best part is 2 days ago, she said to my uncle, she goes, I'm going to be 80, right? And he goes, no, Mom, you're going to be 90. And she goes, nah, 80 sounds better. Like she wasn't saying like, no, you're wrong, it's 80. She was like realizing, oh yeah, you're right, it's 90, going, yeah, but 80 sounds a lot better. I really enjoy that, because to me, I'm like, 30 sounds better. And she's going, 80
90 sounds better.
That's what I said. I said 90 sounds better. But like, I'm gonna tell her, I'm like, Grandma, you don't look a day over 80. You're looking great. Yeah, she's 90. She's still, her memory, she's starting to forget things here and there, but she's still like super witty. Like, she is on it.
So you want this week to go fast so you get to celebrate Grandma's birthday.
Yeah, we're doing it's like a legit, like it's a back in my hometown at Sunrise. It's a restaurant there that's been there for like ever, and it's like good home cooking. And we got several of my cousins that I haven't seen since long before COVID started coming up, so it's really exciting. Yeah, so very cool. So your mom's birthday tomorrow, Grandma's birthday this weekend, like.
I also have a birthday. I have a birthday party Saturday night as well for a cousin turning 40. So
that's a big one too. 40 is a big one.
I know. Hey, and shout out to so many incredible families that got to celebrate a college graduation this weekend. I know over the next few weeks, lots of college graduations. Nikki Piercy on our team, who's a part of our editing team, had her daughter graduate from college this weekend.
That's right. Wow.
So fun. There's a lot to celebrate in May. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on right now. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. There's a challenge for you as we wrap up, is go find all the things you're going to celebrate this week. Big, small, and in between.
Like getting your very own personal penguin. Mm-hmm.
I was not going to go there, but I'm so happy you did.
Guys, we have to wrap up the show. We hope that you have an incredible Monday. We hope we brought this back, the feeling of ridiculousness with Jeff and Ray. And I will say, we promise to not do it again. We know this was extremely, invaluable and a waste of your time. But we're going to do it next week the same. It's going to be the same. No, it's not going to be the same. We will see you later this week, and we have new faces and some familiar faces on the Daily Drop-In. Make sure to set your alarms for Brain Break so you don't miss that on Wednesday. We'll have more surprises for you as we go. So see you later, friends. Have a wonderful Monday.